Robert Gansimer, Rutten Deer, 2021 Grand National Superstock Open champion. 1 win among 3 top fives. In 1984, Lee Greenwood and Reba were Artists of the Year. Reagan landed in Daytona and won 49 states. Beverly Hills Cop topped the box office, and Bob Gansimer broke into the scene with the 4010 edition of Rutten Deer. He began competing in Region 3 in 1988 and captured its championship in 1991. With its successor, a 4255, Gansimer claimed that region twice and Region 5 thrice, doubling up in 2012. The 7720 debuted in 2015, and a 2019 title followed. We have to say this: there aren't many goals Gansimer has set that he has not yet met. But on Thursday's North Iowa National Session 1 in Rockwell, the state-of-the-art Rutten Deer and its veteran pilot became Grand National event winners. A reborn open class was close to closing with Colin Ross leading Jordan Lustig by an inch when Gansimer's Deer got a hold of the Chamber Acres clay and put 25 feet on both for a walk-off win. 6 weeks later, on Friday in Bowling Green, Ross earned 30 points to briefly bypass Bob. But Colin had to scratch afterward, and Bob finished strong Saturday afternoon to win his first Premier level championship going away. Nowadays, it's Blake and Carrie, Biden and the Black Widow, but in Platteville, Wisconsin, it's Bob and Bonnie still winning with the Rutten Deer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Bob Gansimer, your 2021 Grand National Superstock Open champion.
Hi, my name is Darren Hartwell, and on behalf of the National Tractor Pullers Association, I would like to welcome and congratulate 2021 NTPA Grand National Superstock Open champion Bob Gansimer out of Platteville, Wisconsin, the Rutten Deer John Deere. We're also joined by his crew person, Zane Daly, today. We're recording this at the NTPA Championship Banquet. So Bob, congratulations on your great season. How did you get started in the sport of pulling, and how long have you been doing this?
Since 1972 with a 4020 diesel, basically a stock tractor, and kept going up with that until we got a lot of horsepower out of it and run pretty good. And then we decided we needed it for the field and did a lot of chain and put it back in the field. And then I bought this alcohol tractor in 1982 and out of Missouri, and just kept building it up, changing things all the time, and just figured I'm a little local, and here we ended up running the NTPA. So.
There you go. So talk about this year a little bit. Rockwell, Iowa, first Grand National win.
Yeah, first Grand National win. We've run a lot of regionals.
Yeah.
Won champions in a lot of regionals, won a lot of them pulls. But the first Grand, really the first time we were really tuned up to run Grand National Open, with the tractor.
Nice. So how many region championships have you won?
Let's see, 4.
Okay, all right. Very nice, very
and
nice.
Then we won the Pro National boys back when they had the Pro National. We got second. We didn't win. We got second in Pro National.
Okay. So Region 3 out in Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's basically run regionals most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that hook in Rockwell, first hook of the year for the Superstock Open Grand National. That was an amazing monster pass. I had the chance to talk to you after you made that pass. That's pretty exciting. So walk us through that.
It was a perfect track. I mean, you never get a perfect track, hardly ever. I mean, that track was even from one end to the other. I had it weighted right, I was in the right gear. It picked about 2 feet off the ground, went 360-some feet, and stayed right there all the way down. You couldn't ask for more. And that's the key to winning the pole. You gotta have everything just right. And on a track like that, you could do it because it was the same from one end to the other.
Okay.
A lot of tracks are good at first, bad at last, or vice versa, You can't weight a tractor right for a track that, I really give Rockwell, Iowa credit for having such a track.
Yeah, Rockwell, Iowa, the North Iowa Nationals, great event. Just growing every year, very, very nice event. So unfortunately, the Saturday night shows, both sessions were rained out. So you took that points lead into Bowling Green, the National Tractor Pulling Championships, 2 great finishes there too.
Yeah, we had two good runs there. and that, and there was 18 tractors or so.
Yeah.
Some of the best in the nation, you know.
Right. Well, finished fifth, both days in Bowling Green to clinch the title. So after all these years, here it is, 2021, started pulling in 1972. If I do my math right, that's 49 years. How does it feel to win your first Grand National Championship?
I felt really good about it, you know, and everything. And I kind of was hoping for more tractors to come that were really running good. Well, so I don't know what happened with the Gallo tractors. They didn't quite make it. And then there was the Hull. They didn't make it the first night. But we would have had you know, there would have been 15 tractors or 14 if everybody could have showed up.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the way it goes, you know. You never know when you're going to break down and you ain't going to be able to make it, you know.
Right. So, who would you like to thank for helping you make this happen?
Well, first of all, my sidekick here, Zane, he come to me when he was 12 years old at a pull and wanted to know, he says, can I sit up on the tractor? I said, yeah, go ahead, sit up on it. And he's been helping me ever since.
That's awesome.
And he's 20 now. Yeah, and he even drives it once in a while at a tri-state puller, you know.
Nice.
These other ones. And he figures on driving one of the two this coming summer.
Okay.
Rutting Deer, one or two. And
Yeah.
So, but anyway, he really helped me a lot. And then Terry and Josh Blackburn and Brandon Block. He's only 8 miles from me, Terry is.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I mean, if it wasn't for Terry, I might not even be pulling anymore because I just can't basically, I'm 74 and it aches me something terrible. I go down there to work on it down there, but I usually get a little help from him and that, working on it and that. One time I was down there, we had to do some work. Marcus Wilson was there. He helped me work on it. And,
nice.
You know, I go down there and work on it, but he's basically got everything we need for the tractor down there. I mean, you couldn't find a better man than Terry Blackburn. He's the best.
Yes.
And then Josh does all the machine work and everything else, and Brandon Block put the motor together. He's excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, great. Blackburn Racing Components, just great people there.
Oh.
So I'm glad you mentioned that. The sport of pulling, it's so family, friends, you know, I mean, people help each other out, you know, on the track everyone's competitive, but in the pit area, in the off season, everyone is friends, and what does that mean? I mean, you've been at this a long time.
That's the biggest thing of pulling. We were pulling Region 3 and 5 way back in the 90s, and I mean, we had like 15 Region 3 hooks in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa and that, and we basically, like Gary Whiff pulled with us, we got to be good friends. We known him for 20-some years or 30-some years and different ones that run. That was the fun of pulling. Going there and meeting all the people he knew for years, you know, and running together for years and years and years, you know. We'd follow each other sometimes if there was 3 hooks, you know, and one day, the next we just follow and then set and party or whatever that night, you know. And that was the fun. That's the biggest thing is the people.
Yes.
What I enjoy about pulling.
Absolutely. So we talked about Blackburn that you want to thank on a personal side, your family, your friends, your crew. Who do you want to thank?
My wife, she's really patient with me and everything else. She likes to go, but the traveling, we did quite a bit of traveling last year with another association and out east, and Bowling Green ain't bad because it ain't that far, but man, we went to North Carolina, and that's just, I'm too old to travel that far anymore, you know, and that, but I like pulling NTPA. They have always got good tracks, the people are good, they're well organized, and I mean, NTPA is the best.
Good. So what's your wife's name?
Pardon? Bonnie.
Bonnie? Okay. And who else do you want to thank besides Bonnie and Zane here?
Yeah, Zane and then Brandon and Terry and Josh.
Okay.
Yeah, I miss letting people out, I guess, here and that, but I just, you know, basically that's about some of it.
Well, congratulations again. You know, long pulling career, first Grand National Championship. Very, very honored to talk to you about this, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say about it?
Basically what I said, you know, and everything, and like I said, NTPA is normally 9 times out of 10 it's got a really good track, and that's why I like pulling NTPA because, you know,
yes,
you know you're going to have a good track when you go NTPA.
Okay.
So anyway, I've been pulling NTPA since the early 80s. We pulled at Toma.
Okay.
Just messing around with a light alcohol burner, one turbo, and then we got up, you know. We go to Toma just to go to Toma, you know.
Yeah.
We didn't do very good, but
Right.
we were there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Toma, I was in well, I won it one night, I'm pretty sure, but I was past but I got out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
But we usually did good at Toma once we got running halfway decent, and Toma's got a super good track too, and that. Bowling Green and all over the place. Monticello High, we went there, they got a super track. And, I mean, like I say, NTPA is number one as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Congratulations again, your 2021 NTPA Grand National Superstock Open out of Platteville, Wisconsin. Bob Gansimer and the Rutten Deer.